Welcome to San Antonio, Texas, and remember the Alamo Dome is home to the Roadrunners of UTSA, and we are fired up to get this game underway. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of AAC squads. As we'll see, the Florida Atlantic Owls taking on the winners of 5 straight, the UTSA Roadrunners. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the UTSA Roadrunners offense will get the first crack at it here. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this guy.
Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Quickly complete. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Roadrunners are on the move. They'll throw it on 1st down. Gets it out quickly.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, running back on the move. The Roadrunners have a 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the 2nd half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. And the Roadrunners will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. So Florida Atlantic's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams, regardless of which.
Off he goes. Inside the 40. Past the 30. The 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Owls.
That's the kind of play that might happen only one time in your life if you're lucky. It's like a hole-in-one in golf. Pollock, a 99-yard touchdown run.
When you get almost 100 yards on the day, you're happy. But when you get it on one carry, it's even better. They give it to him. Once he gets past that 2nd level, no one catches him all the way to the house. 99 yards.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, and they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to finish, Jesse, when they get across that 50-yard line and start getting in scoring territory.
Yeah, there was some good execution, no doubt about it, but I think it's the critical down and distances, third down in particular. They've got to be better moving forward.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He's going to pass. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water hoses, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Roadrunners have pushed it inside the 20. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again, or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hayes. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. get it out on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your right.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Handoff from the shotgun. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
The pirouette on the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Roadrunners decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Keeps the legs moving.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Owls moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg and rolling out. They're trying to get to it. Picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Henry. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Going up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in San Antonio as we say hello from our broadcast studios. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. He'll do it himself. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
He'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to run for it. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Caught behind the line. It's Hayes. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Leaves it with the running back. Plows through the defense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Trying play action. He lobs one high down the left side. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
That's caught. It's Hayes. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Line getting set on second down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Handoff from the gun. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
Looking for a huge play. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
He's now over the century mark with 102 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They're going to ride this running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Scanning the field, it's McCown. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll pull it on the read. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Florida Atlantic races to the line. He wants to throw here on second down. He's got it down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Up-tempo for the offense. On second down, he's looking downfield. Pulls it in, it's Hayes. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the Owls will move the sticks. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
From the gun, the running back has it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. Snap from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And a great job on the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Safe completion on the screen.
Well, on third down, they go to the running back screen. They're able to get a couple of yards, but not enough for the first. What do?
Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. The give from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Roadrunner.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down, and much more really good execution by this offense.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Caught. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Looking for a crease. It's Ingram. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Hayes. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on 3rd down. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Touchdown, Owls! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their... He's taking the shot. Makes the catch on the left. Afterburner's coming. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UTSA!
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll throw it on first down. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He looks that one in nicely. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The right play here is try to win it in regulation. Don't be too conservative. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick 6. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Jacksonville State overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from home, these Gamecocks gotta be thrilled. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell the quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
And a chance perhaps to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. It's one thing to execute early in the game. High ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.